Ms. MacArthur, you claim you've recently learned the man you are in love with could possibly be your biological brother.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Veals, you agree that this discovery has turned your lives upside down, and you say you've recently received some even more shocking news. Now, Ms. MacArthur, explain to the court what makes these results so important to you both.
Well, they're important to me because I just found out that Mr. Veals might be my biological brother and I'm pregnant.
Okay.
Can I tell you how it all started? We have a mutual friend that he came out to Pennsylvania with from Texas. And me and him started seeing each other on the side. Like, I didn't know anything about him being my brother or anything. Then me and him ended up getting serious and he ended up moving in with me. We just took it from there. Like, I never knew anything about him.
It kind of got my mind blown. Like, back, like in February, I recently went to one of her family reunions. I ended up seeing some of my cousins.
As soon as you walk in, you see some cousins.
Exactly. Because
Okay.
I know some of my family on my dad's side.
But
I don't
I
know
was
them like
looking
that.
shocked,
but
like-
I've met him like, you know what I'm saying, like once or twice in my life.
weren't shocked.
So.
Because I didn't know
Like-
that he knew any of the family members. I was thinking that he probably met them through our friend that we have in common.
And
Like,
so, wait a minute, Mr. Veals, so you never knew your father?
Last time I seen my father, I was around 4 years old. So I never really had, like, you know what I'm saying, a relationship with him. Like, I never really conversed with him like that. Like, he just really wasn't in my life like that. So.
Ms. MacArthur, did you grow up knowing your father?
yes, I did. My mother and my father was married. He was always there with me and my brothers, except for when he was on the road because he was a truck driver. But I never seen Jeremiah because all of our cousins, like my uncles and my aunts, they would come get us for the summer to go to my grandma and spend time with my grandmother, and all the cousins and nieces and nephews would be there, and he was never there. And that's how I got to know like all my other brothers and sisters that I have with us just sharing the same father.
And now you're pregnant.
Yes. I have my ultrasound here.
Can you hand that to me, please? And so, when you found out you were pregnant, because this ultrasound most certainly is proof that you are,
Yes, ma'am.
what was the conversation?
When we had first started seeing each other, we wasn't really together. Like, we was just having sexual encounters at the time.
Okay, so it was not a committed relationship.
Yeah, he asked me if I had any brothers or sisters, and I told him that I did have siblings out there, supposedly, but I never met them, and my father never took a paternity test for them as he did with all the rest of his kids. So me and my brothers and sisters, we was basically like, they're not his kids, or they would have did the DNA test. So Jeremiah told me not to say that because he knows how it feels to not have a father. And the whole time I didn't know that we could be brothers and sisters.
This is making you very emotional, and I can understand why. I can't imagine dating a young man and finding out that he could possibly be my brother. Mr. Veals, you brought a witness today, and I'd like to hear from him. Sir, please stand up at the podium. State your name for the court.
My name is Cameron Williams.
Mr. Williams, thank you for joining us. You are Mr. Veals'
Brother.
brother.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you know about this situation?
It's kind of funny listening to her tell this ridiculous story, how she claims she didn't know or she had no idea when she first met him, but she's told him before how her sister let her know that she could have a brother with the name Jay.
Yeah, Jay, not Jeremiah.
Jay, for you, for
He
someone
lives in
to,
a whole
for
nother
someone,
state.
for someone to come, that don't make no sense. That's irrelevant.
He was
for
in
someone,
Texas
for you,
and I was
for
in
you
Pennsylvania.
to get into it physically with somebody
Your
by
Honor,
the name
I
of
never
Jay,
even met
and
this
it's
man
a
before. This is my
possibility.
first time ever seeing him.
And it doesn't matter if it
I
was
don't know
the
why
first,
he's
if it was
here
the
anyway.
hundredth, or
Let
the
me-
1,000th
let
time
me-
you've seen
I
him.
don't
Hold
even
on.
understand why he's here.
Now, are you suggesting to this court that throughout her life she should have never ever dated anyone that had a name that started with the letter J?
Not at all.
Thank you.
Because it could potentially be her brother?
If they would have maybe just possibly took it a little slower, try to look at the history right then, we
So
may
let me
not
ask you
have
something
been.
on the flip side, Mr. Williams. When your brother says, hey, I met a girl, I really like her, do you say to him, well, you better make sure she's not your sister?
No, not at all.
It doesn't make any sense. I understand why the situation could make you a little uncomfortable, but to accuse them of almost being negligent, and that's why this happened, is another thing. And I don't see
I'm
the
not
negligence.
accusing him at all. I'm accusing her.
Why?
I know this
Well,
because
hold on. Why are you accusing
because
her?
she has way more family history than he does. He's blind, very easily influenced. I know I've done it. For her to be 11 years older than him, I have in my head that she does know that even if they're not brothers and sisters, they could possibly even
But
be
how
related.
would I know? How would I know that if he
period.
just came from a whole nother state? I didn't even meet him until the day that the boy brought him into
And
my
Mr.
house.
Williams, I just have to ask you, because you stand there and you appear to be a very intelligent young man. I need you to tell me why would a beautiful young woman like Ms. MacArthur decide in her mind that, you know what, I've waited this long to get into a relationship, I've waited this long to have a baby, I've waited this long to get married, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go up here and I'm going to get with this guy that might be my brother. That don't make any sense. You can't tell me a woman is going to go out and purposely get pregnant by her half-brother. Well, I think it's time that we get the results. I'm sure this will be emotional either way. And if you'd like to take a seat, ma'am,
Yes.
please. And you too,
I sit
Mr.
down?
Beals, if you'd like to, you're more than welcome.
I'm gonna get this trash can just in case.
You okay? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of MacArthur versus Beals, when it comes to the DNA results for Katrina MacArthur and Jeremiah Beals, you are not brother and sister.
That's what you feel me?
I still don't like
Some weight off my shoulder.
It took all on the jacket.